Well, I don't think any of these are a keep. I'm assuming he's aggro, so I will play this here. I don't think I want to waste a Maelstrom Portal on just a 1/1 against Shaman. I need to try to get a lot out of all of my board clears. Might be willing to Maelstrom Portal this board. Maybe I just play the Hot Spring Guardian here. I don't get the heal value out of it, but it is a 2/4 taunt, which is going to kill 2 of his dudes and take his weapon charge. I could also just throw out the Mana Tide Totem. It will draw me a card. It'll heal me for 3, but he won't have to use his weapon to kill it. Let's just throw out the Hot Spring Guardian. 3 mana 2/4 taunt is okay. I might have to hex the Flame Tongue Totem. My Maelstrom Portal does take 3 power off the board, and he doesn't have a weapon, so the thing that comes out probably contests the Bloodsail Corsair. Plus there's a 25% chance I just get Spell Damage Totem. Let's go for that. Easy 25%. And now even if he has the other Jade Claws, my Tentacle of N'Zoth will even kill the Flame Tongue Totem. Kill the Flame Tongue Totem, and then I think I'm just going to Hero Power and play Mana Tide. I've seen 1 Jade Claws and 1 Flame Tongue Totem at this point, and I even got the Taunt Totem, so there's a pretty good chance my Mana Tide survives. And if it doesn't survive, it's probably a little bit awkward for him to kill. It's a strong minion to get from the Stonehill. Might have to Hex it. Yeah, I think I will play Hex on that. So do I play Hot Spring Guardian or Stonehill Defender? Probably just play Stonehill. The Hot Spring Guardian could heal my Stoneclaw Totem to make it so he can't kill it with his Stonehill Defender. But I just don't really care too much about that happening. Take the thing from below. I think I've played quite a few totems this game. Yeah, it's already down to 2 mana. If things continue like this Mana Tide Totem is just going to win the game for me. Which would be fantastic. That boar is actually kind of scary. Got his own Mana Tide. So I can clear with Maelstrom Portal plus Phoenix here. I could also just Fire Elemental his Mana Tide Totem. Both plays are a little bit awkward on mana. I think I like the Fire Plume Phoenix play. It's just a nice, reliable way to kill this, and I get to clean off the rest of his board too. And this thing's an elemental, so I won't throw out the Flame Elemental. I don't have anything that looks like it needs to be triggered anyway, but I was drawing 2 cards. Alright, that didn't seem great for him. That's the second Jade Claws. Let's clear with Fire Elemental here. Do I want to trade off the Wisp? If I put this guy down to 1 health, my board becomes weaker to a Maelstrom Portal. Maybe I'll get Healing Totem. Let's just trade off the Wisp. I think that's fine. I definitely have card advantage right now, but I can't really play either of my Volcanoes while I'm ahead. So I'm not as far ahead in card advantage as it might seem. At least until I fall behind. Probably just want to hex the 5/5. And probably want 6 damage here. Let's totem, and I guess we can play Thing from below here. But I don't want to commit too much else. Alright, that's a pretty weak Maelstrom Portal. That's a pretty good taunt from the Stonehill Defender. I have Devolve though. Devolve shuts down Earth Elemental pretty hard. I think I'm 1 damage off lethal here, assuming he doesn't get a taunt, because the Tidal Surge can't go face. Well, Devolve is always the play here. Got another taunt. That one's quite a bit smaller though. Let's just try to use Tidal Surge to bust through this guy, so I can push a lot of damage here. And we'll play an Elemental. That way Blaze Callers and Calamos are active next turn, if I top deck those. Even if he clears me here, it should be pretty easy for me to find lethal at some point this game. That's what happens when your Manatide Totem lives for 4 turns, or however long it was. Probably keep Stonehill. Against Priest, maybe I keep Hex for a Razor Leaf if it gets too out of hand. I guess Devolve is the preferable removal for that, but Hex is fine too.
Is someone injured?
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if I play Devolve here. Those are actually both pretty good Devolve targets. Get rid of the Death Rattle, get rid of the threat of drawing cards. I'm not sure what he's playing, which makes it scary to use a Devolve like this. If he is playing N'Zoth, which the Crystalline Oracle kind of implies that he might be, then the Devolve is really, really strong. I think this is kind of questionable. But I probably prevent him from drawing like 2 cards by playing this Devolve here. Because he could obviously get the card off the Crystalline Oracle, and whether I played Stonehill or Manatide next turn, he could bash in the Northshire Cleric and heal it. Oh, we got it wrong. It's probably a Bloodlust or something. I guess, nope, not Maelstrom Portal. I'll play Stonehill Defender here. There's some incentive to take the Hot Spring Guardian since I have Blaze Caller in hand and no other elementals, but it's probably not too hard for me to draw another elemental. I'd also just take Alakir. It's an elemental. I wouldn't be able to play the Blaze Caller on curve, but I could activate it eventually. Psychotron's probably not really the take because it just dies to Shadowward Pain. Let's take Big Boy Alakir here. Okay, I picked up a cheap elemental for the Blaze Caller anyway. I feel like I might have to use Volcano on this board. I won't coin it out here, but I might have to play it on 5. Maybe this is just Hero Power Pass. I could also just Hex the Priest of the Feast, but I'm a little bit reluctant to use my Hex since I don't know what he's playing and he might be in his N'Zoth list. Let's just Hero Power Pass here. If he plays any minion here, I'll play Volcano. Pretty much any minion. Looks like he doesn't want to overcommit. That's fine. The Volcano deals 10 damage here. That's acceptable. Next turn I'll be on 4 mana. I can play maybe Manatide Totem, maybe Hex, and a Firefly along with it. Wow. That was the best one for him, like by a mile. Now my Blaze Caller won't be active on curve. Manatide would have drawn a card, anything else was just a big body. That really, really sucks. I could coin out the Servant of Kalamos here to make my Blaze Caller active next turn, but I feel like in this matchup I might want the value from the Battle Cry. I think this is just a slam down Manatide. Hope it draws a bunch of cards turn. Alright. Not too bad. Wonder if I'm coining Alakir here. I mean, there's no other play, right? And the Alakir activates my other 2 minions in hand. And kill this guy. It's not a terrific use of the Alakir, but I think it's okay. Well, I guess I'm happy that he's targeting that with the buff, since I probably have to hex it anyway. This hasn't been a tremendous Lyra so far. Wow, that was actually pretty bad even, I would say. So the first play I see here is Hex plus Servant of Kalamos. Fills out the mana, keeps my Elemental train going so I can still play Blaze Caller next turn. And then I just use Alakir to kill the Radiant Elemental and the Alakir survives. That does look pretty good. I really don't see anything better than that. Maybe some kind of like combination of AoE spells or something. But I feel like this play is not going to be beat. Probably want the other Servant of Kalamos against Priest. Seems like this might be a pretty heavy value matchup. And a 4-5 is just inherently good against Priest. They don't have a great way to deal with it, as long as I don't overcommit it into a Dragonfire potion or something. Wow, he chose not to cycle that last turn. I guess with the Potion of Madness it's a combo, but it didn't seem that good. Huh. Well, let's play another Servant of Kalamos, keep this Elemental train going. Really bad selection here. Guess I'll just take the Fire Plume Phoenix. Hero Power and smack him. And I don't think I need to commit anything else here. Okay, that's a duplicate, so he's not playing Kazakus. I don't think there's much reason to send a 4-5 into that thing. I guess I could also use a Maelstrom Portal to clear it, but it's just a 1-1. It's not like Priest has Spike Ridge Steed or anything like that he can throw on it. So I think I'm probably just going to Hero Power. Let's see, I have 9 cards in hand, so I'll just play Firefly to keep my Blaze Caller active. And smack him for 8. On one hand, the Maelstrom Portal probably isn't very good in this matchup, but on the other hand, there's just not really that much reason to play it here. That card's actually in his deck, it's not from Lyra. I guess Holy Nova is pretty good right now, probably, against all the token decks running around. All things considered, that's a pretty weak card to get from my deck. Let's just go ahead and Blaze Caller that guy. It might have also been fine to attack in with my 4-3 and then play my Hot Spring Guardian to heal my then 4-1 up to a 4-4. But I think I kind of like getting the extra power on the board. The 6-6 is kind of out of range of most of his AoE. Alright, Medivh. I'm showing 14 damage. I have 4 more in hand, I believe. Probably just clear that with Tidal Surge Maelstrom Portal, I guess? Tidal Surge Fire Plume Phoenix works. Yeah, that's probably the better way to go. Keeps my elementals active. Could have just Phoenixed his face, set him to 5 there, but I don't think that was a winning line of play. He could have Dragonfire Potion, attack the weapon into my Blaze Caller, and then heal up to 3, and I actually wouldn't be able to kill him next turn. This would be a good Dragonfire Potion play if he has it. Oh, and he got a really good 1-drop. That was a good play by him, seeing that he could steal the spell damage to kill my Blaze Caller, though. This thing is a 6-drop. Probably a pretty good Devolve target if I want to use it here. Do I want to use Devolve on a single minion? It's gonna kill some of my stuff if I leave it up. But then it'll be frozen, I won't really have to deal with it for another turn. I'm probably playing a Stonehill Defender here, so that guy's most likely just running into a 1-4 anyway. Let's just go ahead and Devolve it though. 8/8 is a lot of stats for a 6-mana card. Alright, well now I probably just play the Fire Plume Phoenix along with the Stonehill Defender. Take a fat 4/8 against Priest, right? Maybe it's kind of weird taking the thing that does AoE when I'm the board-focused deck, or the more board-focused deck, but a 4/8 taunt is a nightmare for Priest to deal with. Wait, he heals off that? That's bullshit. The Priest of the Feast should damage him. Alamos does 3 AoE. Not really good enough to clear here. Let's just play Servant of Calamos to start with. Hopefully I pick up another Servant. Well, second Calamos is also pretty good. Normal hero power. Probably just play out a Hot Spring Guardian for the stats. And punch him in the face. I wonder if I'm just playing back-to-back Calamoses for face damage. I think it does like 6. There's a good chance with this board that the Servant of Calamos will connect for 4. And actually my 2 4 health minions are actually pretty awkward for him to deal with. Is this cards that are still in my deck or that started in my deck? Started. So I can't really look at what I have left and get a read. I really feel like I could just double Calamos him here and he would die. Oh wait, no, if it does 6 I only need 1 Calamos because he healed his dude instead of his face. Pretty sure this does 6 face damage.